Well, New England, I think, is currently it's the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons, and currently the Patriots are favored by 3 points to win the game. EJ, what do you think? Because I mean, it's hard for me because I deal with you live in New York too, right? Don't you?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
who are you a fan of, by the way?
New York, but I'm going with the Falcons, and I know I haven't talked about it yet on my show, so I guess I have a license to change by the time I record it tomorrow. But right now, I'm leaning Falcons. I think that when you look at, I think the Patriots are a good team, but I think that they were lucky enough to be in a very weak conference this year. I think the AFC didn't really have anyone that were able to challenge them. And I thought, Pittsburgh was probably the only team. And Pittsburgh, I think their defense is probably a year away. They have a lot of young players. I look at Atlanta, and I think this is the best team that the Patriots probably have faced all season in terms of how Atlanta is playing right now. If the Falcons lose this game, I think it's going to be because they're not the moment is too big for them. But in terms of both teams on paper, when you look at Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, the two running backs, Freeman and Coleman,
and potentially the MVP and Matt Ryan, yeah.
He has all these weapons. Ryan's playing at the top of his game. The Falcons should win this game. That now, look, it's Brady and Belichick, so anything can happen with those two guys. It's not usually not smart money to bet against them, but it seems like that's what I'm doing this week. So I'm going with the Falcons.
Yeah, it's hard for me to disagree. I mean, honestly, the only argument I have in favor of the Pats is just because they are the Patriots. But on paper, yeah, the Falcons are a much better team. It's just that I think a lot of people are going to sleep on the Falcons because they're not quite as public. Like, they're the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Ryan and Julio Jones aren't really household names like Brady and Belichick are. The Falcons definitely are a much better team and well-rounded. And a lot of people haven't talked about their defense, but their coach is very defensive-minded, and that's kind of where they want the team to go. And the defense has kind of stepped up, too, in some of these games. I mean, the Patriots, their top thing is always taking away the other team's best player.
Yeah.
But in a game like this where Atlanta has so many weapons, I think that might be really hard to stop. Plus the fact that this game is going to be in a dome, and Atlanta, of course, plays in the Georgia Dome, so they're very used to that. It's not going to be quite as conducive to the Patriots style. It's so hard to get against the Patriots, but man, Atlanta's a really good team.
And what I like about Atlanta's defense is that I like that even though they've battled some injuries and statistically over the course of the season they haven't played great. They've played great during this winning streak. But the one thing I like about a defense that perhaps may be undermanned is that they're aggressive. Dan Quinn is an extremely aggressive defensive coach. And their players, while they're young, they're fast. And they play very fast. So in a game like this, you need players that are going to take chances. You need players that are not afraid to make big plays. And they have so many guys in their defense that can do that. And they call a defense that calls for making big plays. So I wouldn't be surprised at some point in this game you see them make a huge sack, a huge pick, something that maybe turns the tide because Dan Quinn's not afraid to make that kind of gamble. That's how they coach defense. That's how he's coached defense since he got there. That's how he coached defense in Seattle. And
exactly.
I think that gives them an advantage in this game. They're not going to be afraid of going against Tom Brady and saying, okay, we're going to, do what Pittsburgh did, which was basically just let him pick us apart. They're going to go after him.
Sit back, yeah.
That's how.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen if you're going to see it, like the blueprint to beat Brady, if there is one, is always going to be, just try to attack him as much as possible. Like if you sit back and play a zone or you rush three, like he's going to just destroy you every time. Yeah. So they're going to have to rush the quarterback all the time, all game long. And they have a chance on defense.
And they have an offense that, okay, if he does beat you on big plays, you feel like you can score with him.
Yeah, so, I think the Patriots just they're just so good at taking away the other team's best players, but this might be a game where I don't think they can handle Atlanta's offense.
I agree.
I think if Atlanta loses this game, it's gonna probably just be more on them as opposed to the rare, thing where Belichick has a good game plan. I think that they're gonna obviously the Pats are gonna come in with a good game plan, but if Atlanta loses, it's gonna be on them more than it's gonna be because Belichick was so good at coaching.
Yeah, the stage is too big. That's why they'll lose. But if not, I think the Falcons are the better team.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt?
So you guys are both agreeing on the Falcons, huh?
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm doing it because I know better. I'm a diehard Jets fan.
I've
seen so we've seen the Patriots just get it done all the time. We should know better to bet against the Patriots, but if you watch enough, you see enough things. Atlanta's a good team. They just are. And this is kind of one of those. Some teams just have like those years of destiny, and this just seems like it's kind of that for them.
Yeah.
Like everything clicks. Like Matt Ryan was never. He was always kind of like an up and down quarterback, and he just put it all together this year with that team. And tough team to stop.
But as of right now, the Pats are the odds-on favorite.
Well, the Pats are a 3-point favorite, which isn't that much, but it basically shows you that the public is way in favor of the Patriots because they're a known commodity. If they were like if you put like Dallas Cowboys jerseys on the Falcons and it was the same teams facing each other, the Falcons would probably be favored, I think. Yeah. What do you think about it, EJ?
Yeah, I would agree with that. And a 3-point spread is like almost like a pick 'em.
It's exactly. It's almost nothing.
Because, most games don't end in 1 point or 2 point losses. So
yeah. Having said that, I will be in Texas the day of the Super Bowl, not in Houston.
You're going to Texas?
Super Bowl's being held. This weekend, yeah.
Wow. I didn't know.
Cheap flight.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Going to Dallas for a couple days. Found a dirt cheap flight recently, so a friend and I decided to go, and we're going to go to Houston, the site of the Super Bowl, the day after the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Try to avoid some of that traffic.
Yeah. We'll have a blast. And everybody listening, you heard it here first. Bet all of your money, your house, and all of your savings on the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
And if you lose, then, obviously EJ Stewart and Sean Michael Spurge are the two people to blame for that. And
yep. All sales final.
But if you win, feel free to send some of those earnings over here.
Throw a few shekels your boys' way. Come on.
Yeah. If you win, they're both entitled as your advisors to 10%.